More news, views and updates from the Mission Office. This is Mission Live. I'm Roger, and the mission is surely alive in the world today. The other day when I did a news update, I mentioned from the Congo that Sister Marie Laure described or used the word witches. And I said it's a cultural thing. I'd like to just explain a little bit there, in my view of it anyway. It's interesting that she says that because it's probably how many people there would see these lepers. In some of the cultures, and as I learned in Papua New Guinea, if someone is different or behaves differently, they're suspect. And often they can be attributed as sorcerers or witches or something out of the ordinary, and therefore in touch with something out of the ordinary, perhaps in touch with the spirits or something. So that's what I meant by a cultural thing. It would feed into a cultural understanding, a way of viewing people, which makes it all the more reason why we support that work, so that these people get a chance to do something, to get educated, perhaps to get a cure for their leprosy, and then they can get on with life and be rid of this label as being witches. A few other things that are on the news. Our calendars for 2022, the Living Water calendar is out. We have a good supply here, so if you want calendars for this year, particularly if maybe we'll get them to you for Christmas presents, I don't know, but they're here, $7 each. For $20 you get 3, and for $30 you get 5, so a little bit of a bargain there. Another one I want to mention is we have in Melbourne, MSC sponsor and run a course, a place called the Heart of Life Spirituality Centre, and part of that, one of the courses there is called Siloam, which is to train people in spiritual direction and guidance. And this is for our people, particularly religious, who are going to become novice masters or directors of students or whatever. So this has been running for some years, and last year we had a number of our priests from overseas who were going to be on that course, and because of COVID and whatnot, they pulled out. So for next year we have lined up 4 men, one from Vietnam who will be resident there, that's Tran Minh Chung, and he will be coming in the new year. One from the Philippines, Richie Estrada, and 2 from Fiji, Sosefo Vikena and Gabriel Dulanagio. Now those last 3, Philippines and Fiji, will be part-time online, but they will need to come at some stage for person-to-person, face-to-face work. And for that sort of a course, they have to go the course themselves, in the sense that they have to enter into spiritual direction and guidance with somebody else, so as to learn their own journey. You can't really direct people on their journey unless you know your own journey. And also the counselling, they would have to undergo counselling for themselves, so that they know the process and they come to know themselves more. So with that, we are funding the fees. The Australian MSC province will fund the accommodation, and the home province will fund airfares and other expenses, pocket money for the time. So we'll see how that works out in sharing that work of funding this. So that's Siloam, and we wish our men all the best with that. Just briefly, we had our board meeting last week, where we approved quite a number of projects, and I might go into that a little bit more at another time. Also that day, Sally Omar, who was on staff here, the data entry person, secretary, receptionist, many other works, she came back for lunch, and so we were able to farewell her, and she was able to catch up on all the news. So we miss Sally in that, because she was very proficient and did many things around the office, including advising me on many matters. So that's a little bit of update and some news from the Mission Office. All of this is part of our mission, and I wish you well on your mission, wherever that may be. Thank you.